Hi guys, welcome back. Happy Women's Day to all our viewers watching us today. And just to give you an update on what's happening across the globe before we drill it down to specific stocks, Asia is actually under pressure. There are fears of a slowing global economy. Shanghai is now down almost 2%. The Hong Kong market has also lost almost about 260 odd points. The SGX Nifty though is off its lows. Remember, our own market has been outperforming. Let's see which way things go. Our research team is now here to give you the list of top 10 stocks as we head into trade this morning. Here they are, all of them. Hi guys, morning to all of you. Anuj, what are you looking at today?
Yeah, yesterday in closing bell, we spotted this move in Tata Chemicals. This looked quite big, and so I was waiting for the delivery data. There was 2.5 times jump in delivery volumes yesterday, and the stocks bounced from two-year lows. I think the street is pricing in something, perhaps some kind of demerger, something which has been spoken about a lot. It's been in a bear market, but two-year low is something that it bounced back from yesterday. And towards the end, there was quite a bit of buying, which was clearly visible. Tech Mahindra is the other one I'm watching out for. Then, like Lata pointed out, I think IT should do reasonably better today. And it's corrected now. The stock's corrected to 20-day moving average. It's the strongest IT stock. So if the sector does well, you look at the strongest stock in that sector, very close to extremely important support. So that could be a stock to watch today.
Okay, Sonia, you got fresh JLR numbers for Tata Motors. How did they look?
Yes, in fact, this was the point we were making for the last many days when the US sales were good. We kept saying that please wait for the China data to come out because that is the Achilles heel for Tata Motors. Once again, very weak China sales. It's almost a 50% year-on-year fall in China sales for Tata Motors, and that's dragged the overall numbers for them. This is the lowest JLR retail sales since August of 2018 and the third consecutive month of a fall in JLR retail sales. And people keep asking why does Tata Motors still deserve to trade at sub 200? This is the reason why. No improvement at all in China. Now the key reason is Land Rover. Jaguar sales are fine because of the electric I-Pace is doing well. The new E-Pace is doing okay. It's the Land Rover sales which have fallen almost 8%, specifically in China. The other regions are fine. North America is up 25% as we saw a few days ago. UK is up about 11.5%. Europe is still seeing very slow growth, just a 1% growth. But the trend for JLR sales should come up for you, and that will give you the key reason why Tata Motors is trading at such a discount. For the last many months, it was between 45 to 60,000, and now look at that, it's slumped all the way to 38,000. So not looking good at all for JLR.
When I was asking Kenneth Rogoff about Li Qiang giving that 6 to 6.5 growth forecast, he said, look at everybody who is selling to China. And that'll tell you that this 6.5 is a number that you just can't trust. Yeah. It's the Chinese market has been the Achilles heel, not just for JLR. Well, Anisha, Adani Ports has a fresh investor presentation. What are the takeaways?
Well, yes, Lata, they've uploaded a presentation and they talk about the FY 19 to 22 outlook. They believe that the cargo volume will continue to grow at a CAGR of 11%, with most of the growth coming in from the container business, which is expected to grow 15 to 18%. And this is what will drive the revenue as well as EBITDA growth of around 14% in the coming next 2 to 3 years. They also believe that they will continue to grow market share. The dividend policy would be high in terms of 15% payback to the shareholders, and also that the net debt to equity would be maintained under 3 times. So all of this will give some visibility to the shareholders. Stock has been under pressure of late. Maybe this will support the sentiment today.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that. We'll keep an eye out on Adani Ports. But Reema's here to tell us about some other stocks that are in the news this morning. Hi, Reema. Morning.
Hi, Sonia. Good morning. Let me start with a bunch of IT names. So Infosys in focus because they won an order with Rolls-Royce. Size of the order is not known, but they will be delivering engineering and digital services to this iconic brand. BLS International, they won an order. Remember this company provides visa applications for various countries, and now Vietnam has been added to the list. For Zensar, they've also won an order for it's now been selected as an IT transformation partner by Viari Medical in the US. eClerx board meeting on the 14th of this month where they will consider a buyback. And finally, a non-IT stock, a Lakshmi Vilas Bank, where the company has launched a QIP size at ₹66 per share.
All right, Reema, thanks a lot for that. Yes, Lakshmi Vilas Bank down 10% yesterday and should correct a bit more today. But Nimesh, promoter selling some stake in Wipro?
Yes, Anuj. So, the promoter is selling 0.4% stake in Wipro today. So, marginally red to expect in the morning trade, at least because the deal is offered at a 3 to 5% discount to institutional investors. The one-time book was already covered last evening, so it will go through easily. Post this promoter stake sale, the next big trigger to watch would be the impending buyback from Wipro. So, in today's trade, a marginal red in the opening, but I guess it will cover because already one-time book is covered, and after that, there's going to be no sale from promoters at least for a month.
Anyway, just stay on there. I wanted to add one point. My goal was that while we should cover the top 10 stocks, we should have all the women participating today, and Nimesh, because Nimesh is the only person in our office who heads an all-women team. So, happy Women's Day to you, Nimesh.
Thank you, Lada. In fact, it's a proud day for me because, to head up 6-member women's team, it's really nice to feel on a Women's Day to wish them, and to you as well, because I've learned so much from you and Sonia for so many years now. It's really nice to be in such a powerful women's team.
I was just going to say that apart from heading a women's team, he's surrounded by so many women and they chatter all day. He has no other option. He has to be happy with his situation. But Nimesh, all the best and thanks a lot. But getting back to our all-women's team, we have Sonal now telling us about the stocks that are in the news this morning. Hi, Sonal.
Hi, good morning, Sonia. Well, KNR Construction has some good news coming in. They have won 2 orders. The first order is amounting to around 135 crore rupees that they've received for a road development in Karnataka. The second order is a HAM project that is costing around 920 crore rupees, and they'll also be providing services of operations and maintenance of around 3 crores for the first year. Moving on, Lupin, some good news coming in. They have received US FDA nod for Lipitor generic, and the market size of this particular drug is around $696 million. So positive tick is expected on Lupin today. Sadbhav Infra has informed the exchanges that one of the wholly owned subsidiary has submitted the documents related to financial closure of a big project to NHAI. So that is a positive news coming in. And lastly, Tata Steel, there are some reports which suggest that the European Commission may oppose arrangement that they have with Thyssen Group. However, these are just reports and CNBC TV 18 has not independently verified them. So we'll see how the stock reacts to these reports. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot for that. So here's a quick recap then of our top stocks in focus. Stocks with positive news flow this morning. Tata Chemicals, Tech Mahindra, Adani Ports, Infosys, BLS International, Zensar Tech, eClerx Services, KNR Construction, Lupin and Sadbhav Infra. While stocks with negative news flow today, Tata Motors, Tata Steel, Wipro and Lakshmi Vilas Bank.
Okay, well, there's more news and some more women are bringing us that news. An important event to monitor today will be the Ahmedabad National Company Law Tribunal, NCLT, which will be listening to the Essar Steel issue and probably delivering its verdict on this long pending case, the Essar Steel insolvency case. Ritu Singh has been tracking every bit of this move. Ritu, today will be D-Day. You expect a verdict?
Well, yes, as per NCLT Ahmedabad's cause list that was released last night, they have listed the Essar Steel case for the final order. Do remember, NCLAT has already given 3 extensions to NCLT to pass this ruling, and we are expecting, something to come out of it today. It's been, since August of 2017 when Essar Steel was first admitted into insolvency, 583 days have passed. Each day, since the case has been delayed, interest costs are piling up and banks are losing 17 crores every day. So it will be critical that, this order is passed today. What is at stake is one, the most important, of course, is ArcelorMittal and Nippon Steel, which was voted as the winning bidder by the COC in October of last year with its 42,000 crore rupee offer. What the court says on that, whether it clears it as it is, or operational creditors that have mounted defense in the courts, where they've sought to be paid at par with financial creditors, or at least a larger proportion than what has already been offered. Whether the court accepts that plea, what it tells ArcelorMittal to pay the operational creditors, that remains to be seen. The other big hurdle from, the promoters of Essar Steel, which had offered to withdraw the company from insolvency by repaying 54,000 crore rupees, that has already been rejected by NCLT. So that is not something that will be of concern. The key things to watch out for today will be what the court says on ArcelorMittal's own offer and to the operational creditors plea. But do remember, Lata, this is just the NCLT. I believe, if the, whatever the verdict, it won't be surprising if it is challenged by the promoters or other parties in a higher court.
Oh, absolutely, Ritu. That 17 crore per day clock is not going to stop ticking anytime soon. You should expect this to be dragged, if not to the NCLAT, which already has said what it wants to say, it goes directly to the Supreme Court. But yes, the money is not coming, at least in this quarter, to the banks. Thank you very much, Ritu Singh, and a great Women's Day to you too.
Oh, thank you very much.